Section 9. First bit's fine. Show that the angle ABC is a right angle. Let's just draw it. So let's say that's A, and that's B, and that's C. Need to show that's a right angle. Okay, so we work out the vector of AB and the vector of CB, and the scalar product of those two vectors should be 0, which is what you've done. Okay, so you've got BA, or you can go out, BA dot BC. It doesn't really matter about the directions. You could do CB dot BA. It really wouldn't matter, okay? Because they're right angle, the dot product will be 0, which is what you've got, okay? Okay, the next one. Part B, show that ABC's isosceles. And you've done that, okay? Now I would just calculate the length AB and BC and see if they're the same. Okay, for this to be isosceles, if that's 90, then these two are 45 and 45, which is what you've done. You calculated using the scalar product that they're 45. But it's easy just to work out that length and see if they're the same. Okay, just using Pythagoras, work out the length AB and BC and you'll find they're the same. Next one. Part C. Find the exact length of the perpendicular from O, the origin, to the line BC. Well, let's draw a line BC. Let's say there's a line BC. I'll just mark B and C. Let's say that's B and that's C. Well, let's put A in. And there's A. As you can see, we've got a right angle triangle. Okay, the origin. Well, the origin on this diagram, it could be anywhere. So let's put the origin, let's say, here. So there's our origin. Okay, so the coordinates of the origin are 0, 0, 0. Okay, so we got our origin here and we got our line BC here. So we're talking about the exact length of the perpendicular from O to the line BC. So from O to the line BC, but it wants to be the perpendicular, so it must be here. Okay, so we need this exact length. I'll call that little d. Okay, we can call this point here x, big X. Okay, so we need this coordinate. If we got this coordinate, we just work out the length between x and O. We got this coordinate 0, 0, 0. We just need this coordinate. So how are we going to find that coordinate? Well, we know it lies on this line. So we need the coordinate of this line. Okay, we need the vector, so we need the equation of this line. So we need the vector equation of this line. So to do that, we need the vector of this line, okay, and we need a point it passes through. Well, we've got C and we've got B. Okay, well, we've got C is 1, 1, 1 and B is 3, 2, 3. So we can work out the vector CB or the vector BC, no problem. Right. Vector CB is just going to be 3 minus 1, 2 minus 1, and 3 minus 1. And so we've got vector CB, we've got the direction vector of that line, and we just need a point it passes through. Well, we don't know that point, but we do know these two. Let's use C because it's a nice simple point. Okay, so the vector equation of the line will be, okay, vector equation of the line, there's the point it passes through, and there's the direction vector, and lambda is the parameter. So as lambda changes, we just go to different points on the line. Okay, so if lambda was 0, we would be here. Okay, and as lambda increases or decreases, we go up and down the line. So we need to know what that coordinate is. So that coordinate will be such that lambda is a certain value. Okay, so we're going to work out what the coordinate of x is in terms of lambda. Okay, well the x coordinate will be 1 plus 2 lambda. The y coordinate will be 1 plus 1 lambda, and the z coordinate will be 1 plus 2 lambda. And lambda is what we've got to work out. So how are we going to work out what lambda is? Well, look, this is 90 degrees. We know what this direction vector is. Well, this direction vector is CB, which is 2, 1, 2. Okay, so if we work out the scalar products of this direction vector and that direction vector, it will be 0. So we know this direction vector. Now we don't know this direction vector, but we know what it is in terms of lambda, don't we? Because the coordinate of x in terms of lambda is this, and the coordinate of O is 0, 0, 0. So we can work out the vector OX in terms of lambda. Okay, so there's the direction vector OX. It's the x coordinate minus 0, the y coordinate of x minus 0, and the z coordinate of x minus 0. So there's our direction vector OX. And there's our direction vector CB. So if we dot OX and CB, we'll get 0. Okay, OX dot CB is 0. There's vector OX and there's vector CB. So we can just work out the scalar product and form an equation and work out lambda. Okay, so I've dotted the two vectors together, okay, and made it equal to 0, and I've solved for lambda. So lambda is minus 5/9. So therefore we have the coordinate of x. We just substitute lambda for minus 5/9. Okay, so I've substituted lambda for minus 5/9 in here to get our coordinate of x, which is minus 1/9, 4/9, and minus 1/9. There's our x coordinate. Finally, we need to work out the exact length of this perpendicular, so the exact length of L. So that's just going to be, okay, so the distance OX, or the modulus of vector OX, is the square root of minus 1/9 squared plus 4/9 squared plus minus 1/9 squared, which is root 2 over 3.